Welcome back, everybody. This is going to be a pretty brief video about my new Tenkara TAMO or net. And so I woke up, I don't know, a couple weeks ago and read an article from Tenkara Angler talking about a net maker over in Italy, and it piqued my interest. I went to it and I bought one, and that's what I'm going to share with you today. Like a lot of folks, I've cycled through a number of nets trying to find one that I like, both, handles well, functional. For me, lightweight is important. If I bring it with me backpacking, don't want to be carrying an anchor when I'm wading, that sort of stuff. So originally I got this little net from Tenkara Bum, made by Daiwa. But I've seen others from different companies, very similar. You can kind of bend them, get the shape you want. But this one, I liked it straight because it would bind to my backpack very well, and easy to carry, things like that. It's very lightweight. It does have like a little loop hook or a little loop there that you can thread some small rope or wire or something to attach it to my gear keeper. So I use that net for a lot of time. This is the 25 centimeter hoop on this one. They also make them a bit bigger in 30 as well. I also bought one of these measure nets. This is the small one with the rubberized net. It goes up to 20 inches, so 10 on each side, so for measuring the fish. Also very lightweight. You can see I've got, gear keeper attached to the end of it that I use. And then I switched or bought another one. I still use all these nets at one time or another. My favorite one currently is this Nirvana small stream wooden net. Also gear keeper, so it has that on the end. But very lightweight. I just love the natural feel of wood. But this is also extremely lightweight. It's just very ergonomical, functional, and it looks good. But when I saw this article, and I had toyed with the idea of getting a Japanese handmade branches that they make the hoop from, just for the sake of doing it. I like the looks of them. It's traditional, obviously. But when I saw this article, it really piqued my interest. This is the net here. So it is also a 25 centimeter hoop, also rubberized basket. You can see it, maintains its shape very easily. So it'd be great for, taking pictures and things like that. But it's just, I enjoyed reading the article. The gentleman's name is Giorgio Fattori. I'm probably pronouncing that poorly. But just a great backstory from him, and you can go on there and, like I said, and read about it. But this particular one, it wasn't custom made. Now he does custom work if there's something that you want in particular, whether it's the size, whether it's the length of the handle or the angle of the handle to the hoop. He enjoys customizing them to people's own desires. This particular net has numerous types of wood that went into it. So there's mahogany, there's ash, and there's rosewood laminations for the hoop. And then there's additionally, there's beech, ebony, obviously the dark wood, walnut, and mahogany. And this little antler extension is actually reindeer antler. So anyways, it was already on there, one that was in stock, and it just caught my eye compared to the other ones, and so I bought it right away. And one of the things Giorgio had mentioned in the communication after I purchased it, this was his first net that he was shipping to the United States. Now the cost of these nets, you can imagine, for the being handmade and handcrafted, the hours, the time that goes into making them, it's more expensive than some of the other ones. But on his website at the time, and it varies, as they get made and get sold. But I saw nets ranging from about $120 up to about $250. And so it just depends on you know, the degree of difficulty, the type of wood and materials that he makes, the size, all that kind of stuff. But again, considering the craftsmanship that I appreciate in, say, my, you know, split king, bamboo rods, some of my traditional archery equipment, I just really like the wood feel. You know, it just tells a story to me, and kind of an heirloom that needs to be used. There's one unique feature on this as well, as you can see this little hook. And as I went back and reread the article and his information on his Etsy site, that is a Dehooker, he calls it. So the way it works, and he sent me a video to this as well, and I'll see if I can put a link to it. But basically, you have the line with the fish in the net, and you put the line around that hook and you just pull it. And as the fish gets closer to that hook, this hook, the hook in its mouth, the fly will rotate around the hook and pop it right off, similar to the release tool that I use manually, but it's built in right there. So we'll see how it works. I'm sure it works, and from what I saw in the video, it works just fine for smaller fish. Obviously, you're not going to use, you know, I'm not planning on using this net to go bushwhacking in or with, or for, you know, if I'm targeting large fish. I've got other nets that would work better for that, although I've caught some pretty large fish with the other little Tenkara net, little TAMO with that 25 centimeter loop. So you can do it, you know, as long as it has the depth, it will still work. But it has a couple kanji, if I'm pronouncing that properly, on the front. There's one that means Tenkara, and on the back there's one that means respect. So anyways, just very tastefully done, excellent craftsmanship, very well balanced. It'll be very comfortable to use. I do need to find a way to put a leash on it, and I'll probably put something around the hoop and you know, attach it, but or maybe even also get a net holster of some sort, so it sits kind of flat against the back. Sticks out a little bit, obviously, if it, depending on how far it goes in, but something to hold it so it doesn't dangle, get caught on brush and that sort of thing. But just very well done, and couldn't be happier with it. And my friend Dave Knoll, he also bought one actually the same day that I did when he saw the article as well. And I'll put up a picture of his net, also very tastefully done. A little bit different materials, but it gives you an idea of some of the possibilities and options that you can have with those nets. But anyways, very happy, very proud of that little net, and I'm looking forward to using it. You know, shout out to Tenkara Angler for writing up the article and sharing the information and contact information on how to get these nets. It's just one of those things that caught my eye, and I knew I had to have one. So thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on next week.